All right, let's talk about one of the biggest decisions a company has to make. When a key role opens up, where do you look? Do you search inside your own team, or do you look for someone new from the outside? Today, we're diving into the world of internal recruitment, why it's such a popular strategy, and why it's a true double-edged sword. Okay, let's put you in the hot seat for a second. Imagine your best manager just walked in and gave their 2 weeks' notice. It's a critical role, everyone's looking at you. What's your gut reaction? What's the very first thing you do? Do you rush to post a job ad online? Or is there a better first step?
Well, for the vast majority of companies, the answer is pretty clear. They look inside first. It's almost a default setting. Before even thinking about the outside world, the first move is to scan the current roster. And this usually happens in one of two main ways.
So what are these two paths? They're really the two different directions an employee's career can take to fill an open spot. Let's break them down.
On one side, you've got the transfer. Think of this as a sideways move on the chessboard. You're shifting to a new role, maybe in a different department, but your rank and your core responsibilities are going to stay pretty much the same. Then you have the promotion. And this is the one everyone knows. It's climbing that corporate ladder. It's a vertical jump up, and it comes with more responsibility, a higher status, and, yep, a bigger paycheck.
Let's dig into transfers a little more. This is way more than just moving people around for the sake of it. It's actually a super useful strategic tool. You can use a transfer to fill a role by moving someone from a department that has too many people. It's also a fantastic way to train employees and give them a wider view of the business. You know, it can even be a way to solve personnel issues without having to let someone go.
And now, promotions. A promotion is so much more than a new title on a business card. Psychologically, it's a huge deal. It tells an employee, hey, we see you and we value your work. But the real magic is the ripple effect. One single promotion at a senior level can set off a whole chain reaction of promotions down the line, lighting a fire under the entire organization.
So with powerful tools like these, it's really no surprise that hiring from within is incredibly popular. For a lot of places, it's just the default way of doing things. So let's really get into the advantages that make it seem like such a sure thing.
And why is that? Well, because in a business world full of risks, hiring someone you already know just feels like the safest, smartest bet you can make. You're dealing with a known quantity. You already know their work ethic, you know their skills, and you know if they fit the company culture. You're basically getting rid of a ton of the guesswork that comes with hiring someone new.
And the perks are pretty substantial. First and foremost, it's a massive motivator for your team. People work harder when they can see a clear path up. The whole selection process is way simpler and more reliable. You've already seen what these candidates can do. And you save so much money and time. You don't need to pay for job ads or spend weeks on induction training. It is just flat out cheaper and more efficient.
And this is a perfect look at that chain effect we were talking about. It's like a set of dominoes. It all starts with one promotion at the top. Boom, that opens up a spot. That spot gets filled by someone from the level below it. And that continues all the way down the line. A single opening can create opportunities for tons of people, sending this powerful signal that hard work pays off here. It can totally energize a company.
Okay, so hiring from within sounds pretty perfect, doesn't it? It's cheaper, it's faster, it's great for morale. What's not to love? Well, this is where that other edge of the sword comes into play. If you rely on it too much, it can create a huge, often invisible, problem. It can quietly choke off your company's growth.
This quote really just hits the nail on the head. It uses that really strong word, inbreeding, to describe what happens when you stop the infusion of new blood. And what does that mean? It means if you only ever promote from within, you risk creating an echo chamber where everybody thinks alike, and you lose out on the fresh ideas and different perspectives that an outsider can bring to the table.
And that leads to some really serious problems. Besides just blocking fresh ideas, it can make your employees complacent. I mean, if people think promotions are just about who's been there the longest, that fire to innovate and push boundaries starts to fade. The whole spirit of competition gets watered down. And of course, if you're a startup, you can't even use this method. Even something as simple as frequent transfers, if they're not handled well, can just mess with productivity while everyone's always readjusting.
So this is the trade-off you're always making. On one side, you've got a motivated, loyal team and a process that's reliable and cheap. On the other side, you're risking a stale culture that actively blocks new ideas and can kill competition. It's that classic balancing act between being efficient today and being innovative tomorrow.
So what's the answer?
Well, it's not about picking one and ditching the other. The best companies out there don't see this as an either-or situation. They see it as a strategic balancing act. They know that for every single job opening, they have to make a thoughtful decision.
Because at the end of the day, the goal is so much bigger than just plugging a hole in the org chart. The real mission is to build a team that's both dynamic and resilient. A team that has the deep knowledge of your veterans, but is also constantly being challenged and improved by new skills and fresh perspectives from the outside. And that really leaves us with the million-dollar question. For any leader or manager who wants their company to grow and adapt, this is the puzzle you have to solve. How do you build a system that rewards the loyalty and hard work of your people, while making sure you never, ever shut the door on the kind of game-changing innovation that a newcomer might just be carrying with them? That's the real challenge.